As the clock ticks down to the 2026 NFL Draft, the air is thick with speculation about the Dallas Cowboys, a team that is poised to make some serious waves. With 2 first-round picks, the Cowboys are sitting in a prime position to shake things up, and the question on every fan's mind is, how aggressive will they be in pursuit of their targets? The chatter around Dallas trading scenarios is heating up, and it's easy to understand why. The Cowboys have the flexibility to either climb the draft board for a player who could be a franchise cornerstone or slide back to accumulate more picks, depending on how the draft unfolds. Bobby Belt from 105.3 The Fan has thrown out some intriguing possibilities that involve the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has been a formidable opponent in recent years and is now a potential trading partner in the draft. Belt suggests 2 main scenarios: moving up from number 12 to number 9, or trading back from number 20 to number 29 with Kansas City. The allure of trading up is palpable. Imagine the Cowboys making a bold move to secure a top prospect at number 9, someone who could help elevate this team back into serious Super Bowl contention. The Cowboys' number 12 pick carries a value of 1,200 points according to the NFL Draft Trade Value chart, while the Chiefs' number 9 pick is valued at 1,350 points. That means a straightforward trade could be on the table if the Cowboys are willing to part with a 3rd-round pick. But let's not forget, the Cowboys front office is not just about making a move for the sake of it. They're strategic. If the Cowboys were to trade back, they could see themselves at number 29, potentially gaining an extra 3rd-rounder from Kansas City, which would be invaluable given their current draft capital constraints. It's a chess game, and Jerry Jones and his team are known for their aggressive approach. But they also understand the value of patience. The idea of a straight swap of both first-round picks, Dallas receiving number 9 and number 29, while Kansas City grabs numbers 12 and 20, could also be on the table. The points align closely, with the Cowboys' first-rounders totaling 2,050 points against Kansas City's 1,950. This scenario would give Dallas the chance to still land a coveted player while also positioning themselves to make additional moves in later rounds. What's crucial here is that the Cowboys need to be shrewd in their negotiations. The draft is unpredictable, and the teams involved will likely want to assess the talent available before making a major trade. The value of the number 20 pick at 850 points and the Chiefs' number 29 at 640 points further complicates the calculations. If they do decide to engage in a trade, it's likely that a 3rd-round pick would sweeten the deal for Kansas City, allowing Dallas to come away not just with a 1st-round pick, but also a 2nd, 3rd-rounder, an essential asset as they lack a 2nd-round pick this year. As the draft approaches, the Cowboys find themselves at a crossroads with nearly limitless possibilities. Will they stick to the script or go off the board in pursuit of a game-changing talent? The excitement is palpable, and the anticipation is building. The phones will be ringing off the hook in Frisco, and every decision made will resonate through the season ahead. Now, as we transition to our next topic, let's dive deeper into the implications of these potential trades and what they could mean for the Cowboys' strategy moving forward. As the Dallas Cowboys navigate the complexities of their defensive lineup, the cornerback position looms large, raising legitimate concerns. With Darren Bland and Siobhan Revel both facing uncertainties on the outside and no clear solution in the slot, the team finds itself in a precarious situation. It was initially thought that Bland might solidify the slot role, but head coach Brian Schottenheimer has thrown a curveball by indicating a preference for Bland to remain on the boundary. At the end of the day, we'd love to have a guy that allows us to keep Darren on the outside, Schottenheimer stated, which leaves the Cowboys in a bind. However, there is a glimmer of hope on the horizon. The Indianapolis Colts cornerback Kenny Moore is reportedly on the trade block, and the Cowboys could be the perfect fit. CBS Sports' Jordan Dajani highlighted the Cowboys as a prime landing spot for the veteran cornerback, stating, "This Dallas defense ranked dead last in pass defense last year, with 251.5 passing yards surrendered per game. So Moore would be a welcome addition to a young room that's looking to get back on track." This is an eye-opening statistic that cannot be ignored. The Cowboys desperately need to bolster their pass defense if they want to contend seriously this season. Moore's availability was confirmed by ESPN's Adam Schefter, who reported that he and the Colts had mutually agreed to part ways as he enters the final year of his contract. Moore himself remarked, "It's all good. It's all love," indicating a professional split rather than a contentious one. The Colts' motivation to move Moore is primarily financial, with a $10 million price tag this season. Trading him would save Indy $7 million. However, teams are typically hesitant to absorb such substantial contracts, meaning the Colts may need to eat some of that salary to facilitate a trade. This is a deal the Cowboys simply cannot afford to overlook. Moore's presence could stabilize the slot cornerback position, which has been a glaring weakness for Dallas. Last season, the Cowboys not only finished with the worst pass defense in the NFL, but were also tied for the second fewest interceptions and recorded the third fewest takeaways. These numbers paint a dire picture of a defense that has struggled to make plays. Jerry Jones has made it clear that he regrets not re-signing Jordan Lewis, and acquiring Moore could serve as a pathway to rectify that mistake. A former Pro Bowler, Moore has demonstrated consistent performance with the Colts, allowing completion rates of 63.5% and 62% in the last two seasons, respectively. His passer ratings and coverage have been commendable as well, standing at 83.6 and 87.8. Moore's track record of creating turnovers, with 5 seasons featuring 3 or more interceptions, makes him an ideal candidate to turn the tide for the Cowboys' beleaguered secondary. Bringing in Moore would also alleviate pressure from less experienced players like P.J. Locke, Jalen Thompson, and Kobe Durant, thereby strengthening both the safety and cornerback positions. Given that Moore is in the final year of his hefty contract, the cost of acquiring him shouldn't be prohibitive. A day 3 pick seems realistic, especially if the Cowboys can negotiate for the Colts to cover some of that salary. If the Colts decide to release Moore outright, it would open the floodgates for other teams, complicating Dallas's chances of landing him. With urgency emanating from Jerry Jones this offseason, it's time for the Cowboys to act decisively and pursue this trade for the veteran cornerback. The defensive struggles of last season cannot be allowed to linger, and Moore presents a tangible solution to a pressing issue. The time is now for the Cowboys to bolster their secondary and reclaim their defensive identity. As we transition to the next segment, keep in mind that the choices made now could define Dallas's season ahead. In a surprising twist, the Dallas Cowboys are closing a chapter with the retirement of cornerback Stephon Gilmore after an impressive 13-year NFL career. The 35-year-old veteran, who made his mark as a fierce competitor and a playmaker, leaves behind a legacy that every Cowboys fan should respect, regardless of their allegiance. Drafted 10th overall by the Buffalo Bills in 2012, Gilmore spent his formative years honing his skills in Buffalo. While his time there was marked by solid performances, 14 interceptions, and 62 passes defended, his finest moments came during his tenure with the New England Patriots. Arriving in Foxborough in 2017, he became a cornerstone of one of the league's most feared defenses. In 2018, he not only contributed to the Patriots' Super Bowl 53 victory with a crucial interception against the Los Angeles Rams, but also earned his first-team All-Pro selection. His defensive prowess reached its zenith in 2019 when he led the league with 6 interceptions and 20 passes defended, ultimately securing the coveted Defensive Player of the Year award. As Gilmore transitioned through the NFL, playing single seasons with the Carolina Panthers, Indianapolis Colts, and even the Minnesota Vikings, he consistently proved his worth by recording interceptions with each team. This adaptability and resilience in the face of change showcased his dedication to the game, something that resonated with Cowboys fans during his time in Dallas. However, let's not gloss over the fact that his tenure with the Cowboys, while solid, wasn't without its challenges. Gilmore joined a defense that was eager to elevate its status in the league, but at times, the overall performance of the unit left much to be desired. The Cowboys' defense struggled with consistency, and while Gilmore played a valuable role, it often felt like they were searching for an identity. His experience was invaluable, but the question remains, could the Cowboys have done more to leverage his talents in a meaningful way? The Cowboys have a proud history, and they've seen their share of spectacular defensive talent come and go. Gilmore's retirement is a reminder of the cyclical nature of the NFL, where even the best must eventually step aside. His exit is not just a void in the secondary. It symbolizes the end of an era for a player who brought leadership and tenacity to the field. As fans, we must reflect on what this means for the Cowboys moving forward. How does the organization fill the gap left by a player of Gilmore's caliber? The upcoming draft and free agency will be critical moments for Dallas, as they must not only find a replacement, but also focus on building a defense that can compete at the highest levels. And let's not forget the emotional investment we, as fans, have in these players. Gilmore's journey is a testament to hard work and perseverance, and his departure reminds us of the fleeting nature of greatness in the NFL. His contributions will be felt for seasons to come, and while his time in Dallas may have been brief, it was impactful. As we close this chapter on Stephon Gilmore, we must also look ahead. The Cowboys are at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the coming months will be crucial. Will they rebound and find the next big playmaker to step into the spotlight? Will they continue to evolve under the pressure of expectations? In the world of sports, every ending is simply a new beginning. So Dallas Cowboys fans, let's stay engaged and supportive as our team navigates these pivotal times. We want to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about Gilmore's retirement and the future of the Cowboys? Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below. Your voice matters as we continue to rally behind our team, no matter the challenges ahead.